Hello, Marcus Lim here with Batman The Long Halloween, the Deluxe edition. Uh, Long Halloween obviously is one of the best ever Batman stories ever told, right? If you ask a Batman fan what's the top five Batman stories of all time, The Long Halloween will probably be in that list along with say Year One and Dark Knight Returns. So yeah, so I'm actually quite surprised that they haven't had a deluxe edition till now, right? They've had Absolute, they've done the trade paperback, they even had a standard hardcover, but never had a deluxe until now. I guess it's a good time now. It's 25th anniversary of Long Halloween, right? Been 25 years, and it is Halloween. So yeah, great time to be releasing this, and I actually have all of the single issues from 25 years ago. So that just shows how long I've been collecting. This is issue 1. So there's 13 altogether, right? There's issue number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, and you can see each of these is like a holiday, right? If I look at the back, right, there's all these holidays, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, right, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's, and so on, right? So the premise behind this story, right, this series is that this is like a story that takes place over a whole year, like from one Halloween to the next Halloween. That's why it's called a Long Halloween. And on every holiday, right, there's someone gets killed, and it's like a year-long mystery about who's the killer. So you can see here Christmas, St. Patrick's, Easter. Actually, I don't know why they say Easter, because I don't think Easter, the killer killed on Easter. So maybe that's a typo. Anyway, it says this hardcover edition includes all 13 issues, which I just showed you, with more than 30 pages of behind-the-scenes extras, right? So that's pretty cool. And again, right, deluxe format is a bit bigger than your standard, so that's great, right? Because team sells art. You can appreciate that in a bigger format. Always a pleasure. Now, one thing to note is that there's no jacket, right? So most, hardcovers or deluxe hardcovers have jackets. So this one is a little bit different. Just kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not sure why, but I don't mind. But yeah, that's one thing to note. No dust jacket. Alright, so Long Halloween Deluxe Edition. Chapter 1. So you can see it's got all the all the covers, right? So I was showing you this one before. It's got all the covers except for the like the wordings and stuff. But yeah. So you'll be glad to know all covers are in this deluxe. There's all the dates of all the holidays. So yeah, so then what follows is simply, I guess, like a just reprinting all 13 issues, right? It's Selena Kyle, right? All the awesome, gorgeous team cell art. very, I don't know. What do you think? Like, I think very film noir-ish, right? It's got that. I mean, which is, I guess, appropriate because Jeph Loeb, right, the writer, he obviously, right, comes from a movie background, right, the screenwriter. Oh, that's the first murder, Johnny Vitti, the Carmen Falcone's nephew. Okay, yeah, and so that's the whole mystery, like who did it. So moving on to New Year's. Sorry, not New Year's. Thanksgiving. And there's another murder that happens. So, right, there's Two-Face as well. So you can see, right now, so there's all the murders. there. And then Christmas, where we have the Joker. Calendar Man also appears. So you can see that along with the murder mystery, we've got the all these classic villains from Batman's Rock Gallery. They also appear as well. Right. So for example, the Joker, he appears on like Christmas and also New Year's, right? Yeah, so it's cool to revisit, I guess, this era. Oh, actually, that's the another murder. So Alberto dies for Carmine's son. There's no body, so that's kind of like a intriguing giveaway there about who actually did it. Anyway, moving on to Valentine's Day now, right? So Valentine's Day. Yeah, there's the Selena Kyle. I know that not many people are fan of this depiction, or I guess how she's rendered in this like Team Cell. I have got no problems with it, but some people reckon she looks like a bit of a Michael Jackson cosplaying as Selena Kyle. I guess Catwoman. Right, and that's the next murder. And one of the things is the killer actually leaves items behind at the scene of the crime. So right, St. Patrick's Day, you've got that little mini statue. Now April Fool's Day, right? April Fool's Day with the Riddler, which is appropriate, I guess. Although the funny thing is, I think this is the only time where the killer doesn't kill. Alright. Mother's Day. Okay. So Mother's Day, this is kind of like the halfway point now. And they still haven't found who the killer is. I remember when I first, read this like so many years ago, right? 25 years ago. Yeah, this is one of those stories that was so intriguing, right? It was pre-internet days, right? So every issue that came out, you were like looking for clues about who did it, like who's the real killer. Really, right? You can only like rely on like the letter columns at the end of each issue to kind of give you some hints by the writers. Obviously, Jeph Loeb wasn't gonna say who did it. It was kind of fun, right? So that's one of the things that I guess I remember from this story, along with like these classic characters, especially Harvey Dent, right? Like how he became Two-Face. So this Long Halloween is actually kind of important in that sense, because it's actually the origins of like some of these classic villains like Two-Face. And I guess this story is so important that they actually made it into a 2-part DC animated movie, which you can also check out on my channel. Right, here's the last issue where they actually review who did it. So actually, if you haven't read this yet, maybe you want to skip this, because I'm going to just flick through and show it all. Right? So actually the twist is that there's not just one killer, but two, right? There's two Two-Faces, there's always two. The second killer is the big twist that was revealed at the end, right? So I won't say too much about that anymore. But yeah, so here's some extras. Interview, I think this was published. Yes, this is not a new one, it's been published before, definitely. I'm pretty sure it was in the Absolute Edition and possibly even in earlier collections. And then here's the series proposal, original proposal, which is always cool to look at. And then the covers, right, all these covers that I showed you, right. Right, all cover to the hardcover edition. All the covers on one page. Promotional piece, it says, for San Diego Comic Con. Final art for paperback cover. Maybe a sketch. And this is another cover to the Long Halloween and cover sketches. The absolute cover, Batman Long Halloween. Okay, I think this may be new, the mark shots. This is probably new. I don't think it's in any edition before. And then a few more, what's this? Oh, collector's edition action figures. Right, here you go, action figures. It's on the Long Halloween, and that's it. So that's the Long Halloween Deluxe edition, and if you have never read this before, this is absolutely the best format to read it in. Well, other than the Absolute, but Absolute can be a little bit big, so I say this is perfect. You've got all 13 issues, extras. Now, maybe I should also mention that there is, like, just coming out right now, I think, like a one-shot special, like a issue 14, which I haven't read yet, so I'm not sure, how it kind of ties this 25 years later. But yeah, just to mention, this doesn't have that, but maybe, they will include some next future kind of edition, possibly have that in as well. But for now, yeah, this is the 13 classic issues of Batman Long Halloween. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and happy Halloween. And please like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.